Otis, plug it in.
Robin, man, it's Randy.
We're live.
Imprint. Hey, we live? What's up, man?
It took 1 second. Took all of 1 second to get that out.
What's up?
A lot, man. I asked Alan to come on and to help boost the subscribers up. You know, I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers. Any day now, we're going to hit that number. So I now brought out the big guns, and it's his favorite subject. So I knew he would come. We're going to talk about the After Dark Neo Noir Cinema Collection Part 1 from Imprint Films.
Yeah, Shady Company, great box set.
AKA Viavision, which, you know, we all know Alan's a big supporter of. He gets free titles from them.
Yeah.
And especially free shipping. No questions asked, no problems. But I watched all these movies. Alan watched all these movies, and this is actually who I bought it from. I bought it from Alan. Actually, I traded him some bootlegs for this movie. So he would have taken anything. For some reason, it was a fire sale over at Pops and Be Dungeon.
Yeah, it's been an Imprint Viavision fire sale over here for sure. Yeah. I've sold that and about 40 other titles I've sold. So I definitely jumped off the train.
Yeah, well, they lost about $300 a month for the rest of the company's history.
Yeah, I look at it like I've saved that much money because, like I said, in order to get everything they put out each month, it averages some months from 180 as much as 400.
Yeah,
their titles are not fucking cheap by no means. But like I said, I'm very glad because most of the shit they put out this year, I probably didn't need anyway. I think the only thing I grabbed that I really wanted was Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah.
So
that's a good one. But yeah, not only that, I'm sure you helped some other people avoid the company altogether.
Yeah,
at least you tried to.
That's my goal. Like I said, if you want to get fucked, go for it. But I promise you, they don't give a rat's ass about you. So I guarantee you.
Yeah.
So,
I listen. I can't tell you how many times my advice falls on deaf ears. So it's what's funny about this situation is I guarantee you there are people that watched your numerous videos where you motherfucked Imprint endlessly, and they went, Imprint's been great to me. It must be an Allen problem. It must be you, Alan. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that answer. They've always been great to me. Motherfucker, I'm showing you the body. I am showing you what they did. Literally what happened. And they're like, listen, sometimes it doesn't work out, buddy. You know, that's just you. That would never happen to me.
If you can't trust me, go ask Tony. Tony's got an honest face. You got to believe Tony.
Even still, you go ask Tony, and they're like, listen, that's just a Tony. He orders so much. That's bound to happen. See, I only order every once in a while.
Well, if anybody that don't believe me, wait until you get a busted box of shit and call it. Just send them an email. Send them an email. See how it goes.
See how it works out for you. I like I said, I'm always you know, people act like we do this just because, like we do it like it's literally, it's like if we it's embarrassing to go, look, I got this fucking saw set in. It's a piece of shit. It didn't work out. It exploded. And I had to pay $80 to send that back. Yep. It's not like I'm going, it's a point of pride on Alan's part. He's going, it's a cautionary tale. So hopefully you don't get fucked by it.
And I was almost embarrassed to even admit it that I got fucked that bad. But I didn't want nobody else to order the fucking thing. That was my big thing.
Unlike some other people on YouTube who the exact same thing happened to them, but other than the small little piece where they didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
So it came in smashed. They doctored it together. They Frankensteined it together and then put on a happy face and told other people to go out and buy it because it's awesome.
Yeah. And the main thing about that pissed me off is on those videos, if you read the comments, there's so many people that just don't know. Oh, that set looks amazing. I got to grab that. So there's, you know, whatever it was. What was it? $250? $250 bucks. $250 company's getting for shit. You know, it's ridiculous. And I buy a lot of physical media from a lot of different companies, just like all y'all do. Yeah. And that is the worst scenario personally that I've dealt with. I've had some other bullshit from other companies, but you know, in the long run, they've always made it right for the most part. But
you know, I got a lot of damaged packages over the years.
Yeah, we all have.
I expect that. That's the difference. Like Anthony's Horror More, we always talk about this. He's like, you know, I want it packed well, this and that, the intent. And I'm like, I get that. I really do get that. But what I'm after is an easy resolution because I expect it to get destroyed. No matter how well you pack it, I expect the fucking mailman to do a fucking elbow drop on it. Mm-hmm. I expect it to get thrown a million times and stepped on. If there's a problem, I want an easy, quick solution. That's what I want. And some of these companies, it's like, that's the biggest ass ever. It's a chain of emails back and forth. It's pictures. Okay, now send it back to us. Or maybe we'll just send you a replacement case. How's that work? How's that work for you? Not at all. I want a new one. Well, we don't have a new one because we only stock it very limited. It's now out of print. You see what I'm seeing? See what I mean? Like I have found the bigger companies and a small company called Blow It Out of Here on eBay. If there's a problem, instantly it's solved. You know, Amazon, we all know how that works. Instantly it's solved. But we're going off on a rant here because Alan's very upset about this issue.
Oh, I'm good. I'm actually pretty calm about it now. I mean, like I said, this one, you'd done this stream a month ago, 2 months ago. This would have been a 3 or 4 hour video.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is what it is, man. I personally would never buy anything direct from them. If I really needed the release, I would try to buy it secondhand or, you know, from somebody that's already paid the money and, you know, take it off their hands. But I'd never, and I'd try to avoid them altogether. Now, if there's another option, I'll get it. Yeah. Plain and simple. Let's go through the chat before Alan gets wound up again and ruins the whole fucking stream. Caveman Movies and More. Hey, Brad and everyone. What's going on, man?
What's up, Caveman?
Guy? Chris C. This guy's trying to break the record for most videos in one day or 1 week.
What's going on, Chris?
You check out Chris C's channel. Caveman Movies and More. Yeah, sure, man. Listen, we're at this point. You just hit the dislike button. Go ahead. Either way, it all works. When you're up to the top echelon like we are, when you're already at the top, it doesn't even matter anymore. Everybody's saying it. Chris C, Chris Rock cussed that like, oh yeah, sure. Come on. Scroll, you piece of shit. Anthony's Horror More. Y'all here to talk about movies and shit. Both. Spicy 4K action. Going to come up with a nickname for you if I don't get a name soon enough, and you will not like that nickname, and it will stick. So we got to come up with a name. I'm done calling a grown man Spicy. He says more dubstep. Yeah, we're partying like it's 2010 up in this bitch. Yeah, when you're not willing to pay for music, like Alan's a big shot. He buys his own music.
I bought one fucking song.
When you're not willing to pay for your music, you got to just deal with whatever's available. What they call it, copyright free. Wild Wrangler, what's going on, man? Saying hey to everybody. We're saying hey to Wild Wrangler. Anthony's
I paid $20 for that song 6 months ago. Almost got my money back from the royalties.
Yeah, the royalties. Yeah. Everybody's saying what's up. Holland, he may or may not be in here. I don't know yet. Something tells me he'll be around. Everybody's saying hey to Anthony.
Yeah, I seen him down there. There he is.
What's going on, man?
What's up, Alan?
In Philly, it's got to be the purge right now with all the fireworks and crazy shit going on. All of it's fuck Imprint and all their mamas.
Preach it.
There you go. Apparently you can because all their mamas are whores. That's what I hear. Everybody's saying what's up. Yeah. Everybody's saying hey. Holland made it. We can start. Oh, we got a good one today. Good little set to reveal. Very popular set. Very expensive set.
Yeah. What was it, like
what's going on,
$150,
dude?
something like that.
The fucking scourge of the community, the king of the scalpers.
What's up, Trina?
The baron of bootlegs. All notes. Yeah, Anthony, I'm just waiting, watching the intro. Yep. The intro's getting tired. Gotta get new music. I gotta rework it. All notes. Saying what's up. Everybody saying hey. Blue Steel is fucking awesome. Yeah, like I said, it sounds like a dick pill, but that is in the second collection from Imprint, Neo Noir, After Dark. Yeah. Blue Steel's the Cameron. You all know who this bitch is. I'm not even gonna go there.
But I think it's a better set. I think it's a better set of movies.
Spoiler alert. Thanks, Alan, for ruining the fucking stream. I told you.
Into now.
What's Caveman? Hey, everybody. Happy 4th. Yep.
Same to you. Notice I got my red and blue back here, and I'm white.
Yeah.
So red, white, and blue. You got it.
I celebrate privately. I'm as patriotic as anybody. I'm getting sick of holidays at this point. We need everybody to get back to work. Get back to business.
I like my 4-day weekend I had this weekend. I'm
like a 5-day weekend.
I'm go back to work tomorrow.
Yeah, you're like a 5-day weekend.
Yeah.
Slack, I'm surprised you didn't take the rest of the week off.
Yeah, I should have.
Everybody's saying what's up. Yep, happy Treason Day. They're saying hey, happy 4th. Anthony's Hormore saying hey to everybody. It's the usual suspects here. Anthony's Horror and More. Jeff from Films and Home will get more sets because he's a preferred customer. They manufacture them just for Jeff because he's better than all of us. Everybody should know that by now. Get stock and glue, guys. Keep telling you. Yeah. I'm sure they sent him a pallet of them for free, knowing that they had a damage issue. I guarantee you they lost their ass on that set, and they should. Chris C. Oh, sorry. Yeah, training was live on IG earlier. Wrangler, I'm off today and tomorrow. Cool, man. Ken, what's going on, Ken?
What's up, Ken?
Awesome. Everybody's saying what's up. Ken Carlson, My Bloody Valentine 4K, and the pack for me from Scream Factory. The pack. The hell's the pack?
Yeah, I want to say that's a standalone release.
Yeah,
I got it on the shelf somewhere.
Heard from a reliable source that Scream Factory is going to be doing the 4Ks for Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2 later this year potentially. Could be next year too, depending on how long the scan. They're 16 millimeters, so I guess they might be having some issues with it. But that's what I heard from a real reliable source. So
he's talking about that.
Okay.
So
yeah,
nobody I know. Jack Campbell and Lisa Phillips. Nobody I know.
And by comparison, I mean, Scream Factory's having a pretty damn good year. I mean, Vinegar Syndrome, we know, not great. Arrow's doing pretty good too, you know. So
yeah, Scream Factory's got the fucking titles, man. I know they're just re-releasing a lot of shit, but
yeah,
they got the fucking titles.
Like I said, those Rob Zombie Halloweens, if they come Halloween this year, that'll shut a lot of people up.
Yeah,
but who knows? Chris C says on his lunch break, catch up. Yep, you can always watch it later, man. Trini, no worries. Wasn't planning on going on. Yeah, typical last minute. All notes. Wild Raider got a package and something spilled on it. Some chemical I had to air it out years ago. Yeah, I maybe I have worse luck than others, but I've had numerous damaged packages, and I guess maybe it's some people just will deal with it. I'm not that guy. I paid for a brand new item. I want a brand new item, so we'll keep doing it until I get a brand new item.
Overall, I've been pretty lucky. I've gotten some, but overall, for the most part, I've had some pretty good luck. But every once in a while, you know, I'll get one here and there, like everybody does. But it's not been too much of a problem.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I got a front door camera, and I'll see my UPS guy fucking drop kick the damn thing onto the front porch.
Yeah.
You know, he'll be 6 feet away from the porch, just kind of chunking on the porch. You know, so
it's aggravating. I mean,
it is aggravating.
But you know, and it's like somebody took the time to put that in the mail and send it to you. It's not going to be a cheap item. It's not a throw pillow. It's somebody put it in the mail and put it in a sturdy box, taped it up, and went through the expense of sending it. Especially UPS, they should know it's not a nickel and dime type thing.
All right.
Caveman saying, please, nobody light fireworks while you're drunk. Body parts don't just super glue back on. You're talking the wrong crowd here. I'm sure they're all doing it. King Carlson, The Pack is the best killer dog movie along with Cujo. Okay. 77. Is that a Synapse release? Maybe it is a Scream Factory. I don't think I've seen that one. Trini says, I only get my Australian Blues from Jace, Paul, or Orbit DVD. Yeah. Ken Carlson, pics have been posted from the Arrow exclusive Bruce Lee set. Looks amazing. Hope it arrives in one piece from the UK. Hopefully it's shipped in the manufacturer's box like the Shaw sets. Yeah. I'm sure they know international shipping. They got to pump it up. Anthony Tormore. Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, you might catch a nickname if we don't get a real name.
I wonder if this is a remake of that old movie he's talking about.
I bet it is. It's the dog. I know he said it's a dog movie, and
that's what this sounds like.
I
can't find the fucking year on here. I don't know why they always got to have the year.
Racehorses are going crazy with all the fireworks. I bet so. Hagen, what's going on, man?
What's up, Hagen?
Just saying, what's up? Wild Wrangler, Brad and Pops. There's a Murder She Wrote marathon today on TV. Oh, well, we know what Anthony's been doing all day. Benicio, what's going on, dude?
The motherfucking whore cholo. What's up, man?
Good chance he would be on Saturday, the 8th at 9 with us for the anthology stream. But he's not exactly sure. He's not 100% on that, so he's a maybe.
I'm just about ready for that. I'm not going to show what they are, but I got three new titles in of anthology movies.
They'll turn the spine. I'm not going to show who did this.
Did I turn the spine,
guys? I'm not going to show.
I did a lot of that.
Yeah, you were like doing this a little bit.
Oh fuck it, y'all! They ain't paying attention no way.
It's individual anthologies within anthology
right.
movies.
So even if you say what movies they were, you don't know which one I'm picking. So And I've watched about 30 fucking anthology movies, I think, the last 3 weeks.
Chris C, yeah, I should have waited on these Halloweens. I mean, you can always send it back, man. I don't know. I know the set you're talking about, that Australian set, but it's a rumor at this point, you know. But
yeah, that's Vivision, by the way. Vivision put that out.
Yeah, there's a reason. It's from what I understand. There's a reason it's Blu-ray, not 4K, because the 4K rights are going at Screen Factory right now.
Right. And I think that set has got that really nice documentary that we got that steelbook for.
Yeah.
I want to say it's in that set. So
that's cool. And you get both
nice
rated and unrated versions. So it's not a bad set. I think it's a lenticular. But if it's the Screen Factory 4Ks with the leaf blower art, you know, that everybody's that's going to be one of the mass buys you're always talking about. Wild Wrangler. Everybody's saying what's up. Benicio, yep. You're going to see Anthony on the stream on the 8th also. And Chuck and Ryan. Benicio says he watches Creepshow 3 right now, which I've still got to watch that for the stream. I heard horrible things, but, you know, I want to check it out myself.
Yeah.
Hagen saying what's up. We're saying what's up. Andy's more. Do you think we'll get more leaf blower artwork for the Robs? Yeah, that's the plan. That's what I heard. I heard it's the same hard box and all that stuff. And I heard that they're trying to get the David Gordon Green trilogy as well. Because they know we're all hooked now. We've all got the heroin on our system. We're all going to continue to that line as long as they have movies to fill. So if there's a set out there available, that people will buy them. Wild Wrangler, don't eat a hot dog. Vinicio, the horror troller, watching Creepshow. Okay. Look at this one, Alan. Hagen, y'all picking up Jaws too?
I'm thinking about it. I've already got two. I already got 2 of my 3 releases in.
So am I?
Yeah, I got the steelbook and the fucking What's here somewhere? Here it is. There's a steelbook right there, and I got the slipcover laying right here somewhere.
Oh yeah,
badass steelbook.
Yeah, I like the Jaws too with Marty and the gun. You know.
Yeah.
Benicio, I think I get damaged. I never get damaged items. I think it's happened maybe once. Yeah, well, you're a lucky fucker.
It's only bread. It only happens to bread.
Yeah. Yeah. I've showed pictures of all my smash shit to all these motherfuckers, and they're like, I can't even believe it's possible that it would be that bad. I'm like, it's always like this. Benicio, we're saying what's up. Anthony's Horror More. I don't know what a non-damaged steelbook looks like. I was told these were exclusive scratches and dents. Is that not true? Yeah, those are
they're one of a kind, man.
You're a preferred customer, you know. It adds character, it adds patina. King Carlson says the Stream Factor is putting it out from 77. Okay, Joe Don Baker. All right. I love Joe Don Baker.
Nice.
Also, Warner Archive put out the DVD. Andy's Horror More. It's all about the Columbo show, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. And then Matlock after that for bedtime. Chris C. TJ Hooker.
TJ Hooker, you old bitch.
Wild Wrangler. Anthology Chillerama 2011. Pops and Brad. Well, I'm not going to speak for Alan, but it's garbage.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. But Brad says it's garbage. I'll probably love it, so I'm going to write it down.
You may like it, man. Check it out. Adam Green did one of the things. Andy's Horror More. I'm watching. I know what you did last summer 4K now. I love this movie. Yeah, I still need to get that slip now that the second one's coming out. We're saying what's up. Almost to the end of the chat here. Training ordered 7 movies from Amazon. Came in 3 different packages with 2 damaged movies. Gotta love the new paper mailer bags. Yeah, they got a little bit of styrofoam. Like asbestos in between the 2 sheets of paper. But again, Amazon, if there's a problem, 10 times they'll send you 10 titles. So that's another, and it's an easy scan the thing, drop it off, no problem. Blow it out of here, very similar return system if you order through their eBay page. We're saying what's up. Fit Your Pain, Trini. Yeah, it is a cool steelbook. Missing what's up? Ken Carlson, Rosemary's Baby 4K set from in September from Paramount. All over that one. Yeah, the studio Blu-ray is not great, and the Criterion is really expensive.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to get that one.
Yeah, I know Alan's not a fan. Not a fan at all. The big reveal or lack of a reveal at the end.
The lack of a big reveal.
Not his thing.
Nothing like a slow burn with no reveal. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Chillerama either. Chris C. Okin, does it have extras that the Criterion has? I bet it probably does. They exist. Ken Carlson has not been confirmed yet, most likely. Maybe not. Yeah, you could be right. Studio release. Anthony's Horror more. That's exclusive asbestos. Yeah. From Amazon. Trini, Brad, I think Amazon put me on a list. They're offering only money back lately. Wow. Yeah. I'll get on there. One of these days, I'll be on that list. I can guarantee you that. But let me hang on just a second here. I got to plug this in. All right. Come on, bitch. All right. So we'll dig into this thing. I mean, you've all seen the unboxing. There's a million unboxings of this. I don't know if there's reviews, but it's a really nice set. You know, the idea is this is neo noir from the 90s, you know, versus the old school 50s noir. But I'm a big sucker for crime movies. I love this kind of thing. I knew I wanted these sets, you know, but I was hoping for a sale that never fucking came. They went out of print. Again, Alan was in the middle of his throes of passion with Imprint, in the middle of a violent and messy divorce with them. So I had some titles that I picked up for Alan, and then instead of giving me money, he gave me these instead. So it all worked out.
Yep.
I'll go through the you know, it comes with a book that I'm sure neither one of us, Alan, we can't read, so we didn't look at any of this stuff. But
if you notice, the spines were still fresh. So the book never even got open, I don't think.
Yeah, you know, you get a little art card, a little J card in here talking about all the movies. But you know, 6 full-fledged Imprint releases. But you know, typical booklet that I've never fucking read. First one in the set is a movie called Twilight. Paul Newman, Susan Sarandon, Gene Hackman. I mean, how could you lose with this cast?
Yeah. And don't forget Reese Witherspoon's titties. So there's a lot of that.
Witherspoon is new to that too. Yeah. So I mean, that's a big time plus. But what year is this? 1998. It says a burned out private eye is plunged into a murder mystery tied to a long unsolved case of Hollywood dreams, schemes, and cover-ups. Oh my. Among the locals who inhabit a Tinseltown world of privilege, sleaze, sexuality, desperation, trust, and double cross. Not double crosses, not double crossing, double cross. Okay features on it. Scan was okay, but this movie was not okay. I gave this, I think, 1 star.
I thought it was all right. It wasn't great. It was pretty slow. I mean, it was late in Paul Newman and Gene Hackman's career. It was really early in Susan Sarandon's career. And whatever Paul Newman found out, one thing I remember about it, when Paul Newman found out that what Susan Sarandon was making on the film, he actually chipped in and gave her some of his salary.
Yeah,
so,
I heard that.
But I mean, like I said, it was late in their career. There's good acting in it. The movie is definitely not a barn burner by no means, but it was a good one-time watch for sure.
This is old school noir, but in a modern setting. This is like 50s noir, you know, cop jargon, crime kind of that whodunit mystery shit. Like The Nice Guys is a newer version of this, or Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Better, both movies way better than this. If you like that kind of thing, Anthony might like this since you're in the Matlock and Columbo kind of thing. But I think you get Paul Newman and this is like a throwback to him. I think it was interesting to him to play. He probably always wanted to play one of those guys, like, tough guys, or, he kind of wanted to play one of those old school those old school 50s noir things. So that's exactly what it is. Not very good. Definitely the worst one in the set. I'm pulling these worst to first. Basically what it is, Gene Hackman is wealthy Hollywood producer or something. He's got Susan Sarandon as his wife, and his fixer is Paul Newman and has been for many, many years. And he's like his handyman. He's his private detective. He's also cucking Hackman and banging his wife, and Hackman knows about it. Hackman's sick with cancer. It's a messy fucking story. But you get some good stuff between Paul Newman and his best friend. I can't remember who his best friend is, played by Jack Palance or some shit, another old guy. And they're both old private detectives. That's the best part of the movie for me, is their banter back and forth. Liev Schreiber is also in this movie. He plays a slime ball that's banging like a 15-year-old. What's her fucking name? We just talked about her, Reese Witherspoon, who's new in this. So if you're Anthony, might be in it for that. But I can't recommend this movie to anybody, like I said, unless you're on Metamucil or Motrin 24/7. But
you got Giancarlo Esposito in that small role. Liev Schreiber plays Reese Witherspoon's boyfriend.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of early roles for guys.
What Clint Howard's in it for a bit. Is Reese Witherspoon runs away to Mexico with Liev Schreiber, and Paul Newman has to go down there and get her and bring her back for the family. Well, he gets shot in the leg, and somehow the story gets transferred through the local police force that he's constantly talking to, that she blew his dick off in Mexico. And for some reason, they all think he got his dick blown off, and they keep bringing that up. And Paul Newman never corrects anybody. So, again, it's a weird one. I don't know why they even made it, but I mean, I know why they made it. Gene Hackman said yes. Susan Sarandon said yes. Everybody said yes when Paul Newman was in. So, this one was almost a total waste of time for me. Second worst, After Dark, My Sweet. Jason Patric, Rachel Ward, Bruce Stern, who's awesome. Not in this much. 1990. It says, an ex-boxer seems the perfect pawn to pull off a kidnapping planned by the widow and a cop turned con. What they don't know is that their mark is an escapee from a mental institution. So Jason Patric plays an ex-boxer who's kind of pulling like a Kaiser Soze, like I'm kind of retarded, but I'm not retarded, like kind of thing. He does punch a few people out in this, but other than that, it's pretty fucking lame.
I can't wait for that movie to jump off, and I thought it was going to. When it started, I was invested, and I thought it was going to go somewhere. And before I realized that I'm an hour into it, it ain't really done shit yet.
Yeah.
When it was over with, it was like, okay, that's definitely a one-time watch for me.
It kind of put me in mind of Salton Sea a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a weird little desert town, and a lot of these put me in mind of Blood Simple. Like some of these are Blood Simple ripoffs, or inspired by Blood Simple. I felt like a lot of these, including this, what's like these, it turns into a little crime caper, half a kidnapping, where they're going to use Jason Patric as a patsy. Rachel Ward needs the money, and she's got a buddy that's a con. It's just a messy story.
And I've really only seen Jason Patric, if memory serves, in Lost Boys and fucking and Brush, and so I hadn't really seen him in much else. And so I was excited. Plus, I really like Bruce Dern a lot, and so I was excited to see him in this, whatever. And it was just best okay.
Yeah,
and it had potential.
Again, it's better than it. To me, it was better than this piece of shit. But that's
I would put just the opposite for me. I would put Twilight above After Dark, My Sweet. But they're both, like I said, both one-time watches.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of these have little like romances too in them. I found they were a little more like romantic, a little more kind of chick oriented. I felt.
Well, the old Neo Noirs did also. There was always a romantic, some kind of love triangle or some bullshit going on.
Well, I think like also this one's got pink heavily featured, and the other set has blue heavily featured. I mean, I feel like this is kind of more, chick oriented, but which is fine. All right. I'll go through this third one. We'll catch up with the chat here. Number 3. I know Alan actually likes this one. I thought it was pretty good too, but 1991 Mortal Thoughts. Demi Moore, Glenn Headley, and Bruce Willis, from what I understand. Yeah, Bruce Willis is in this. Fucking John Pankow and Harvey Keitel. Harvey Keitel's the detective. That's right. This is a story about Demi Moore and Glenn Headley are best friends. They have a beauty parlor together in Brooklyn, I think, New York, and Brooklyn, Virginia. They have a beauty parlor together, and Bruce Willis is married to Glenn Headley, and he's like this piece of trash, no working bum, fucking loser. And like he's trying to fuck Demi Moore the entire time, and he's abusive to Glenn Headley, and they kind of have a thing around where they're all very close, and Bruce Willis goes missing, and then his body's found, and then but at the beginning of the movie, it opens with Demi Moore going into the police station to try and clear her name, I guess. You don't really know exactly what's going on, and the story unfolds kind of backwards, with Harvey Keitel interrogating Demi Moore, and Demi Moore's really the star of it. Bruce Willis is barely in it, but they were together at the time, and he's always trying to bang Demi Moore, even though he's married to her best friend. That's kind of the premise of this one. Again, I didn't find it, to be anything I ever really felt like watching again, but it's better than the other two. I would say that. Maybe it's a 1.5 stars, and they're ones to me. This is a step up from that, but not anything.
I was familiar with this movie already. I've seen it many times back in the day. And so I had a little bit, I ain't going to say nostalgia, but I was familiar with the movie. So I was already somewhat a fan of it. It didn't hold up as much as I wanted it to.
Yeah.
I used to watch it on HBO all the time back in the day. I want to say this is the movie where Demi Moore and Bruce Willis met and got married and had kids and all that shit, I think.
Maybe it is. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, it was good. Like I said, Bruce Willis really ain't in it a lot. Whatever he does a pretty good job playing the slimeball boyfriend, husband, or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was all right. Like I said, I was excited. I was really excited to watch it again, but it didn't hold up for me the way I wanted it to. So I was a little let down by that. But I still enjoyed it. Like I said, probably a little bit of nostalgia. I like Harvey Keitel a lot.
Yeah.
So
everybody's good in this. It's just the story's kind of soft, and you kind of. I don't know that there's a big hook.
It didn't age very well. It didn't age very well for me.
Didn't work out. Kind of a forgettable 90s movie.
Forgettable is a good word for that one. It's very forgettable.
All right.
If you've never seen it, watch it once. It's a good watch. But like I said, it's probably not one you're going to go back to a lot.
Yeah. All right. Let's catch up with the chat here. Ken Carlson, see U.S. The Exorcist Steelbooks. One of the original artwork. If Standard doesn't have the original art, getting the steal. I can't see them. I think they'll probably both be original art. Slip and the Steelbook, I would assume, would be the same.
Yeah, I would think so.
Hey, again, I'm excited about the Psycho release from Arrow.
That was a day one purchase for me. My dumbass, what I did is I ordered the fucking Blu-ray set like a dumbass. I had to cancel it and order the 4K set. I was at work and I was doing shit, and I got fucking my phone went crazy because everybody started messaging me, letting me know about it. And so I got on the real fast and ordered it. And I went back and looked and realized I got the Blu-ray. So I canceled it right away and got the 4K like a dumbass. Yeah, but that was an immediate pickup.
Hagen, I want to see Rush. May pick up the Kino Blu-ray. Yeah, there's multiple releases of Rush.
Yeah, I still got the Kino Blu-ray over
there. Chris C. Mita Hagen, I pre-ordered that Blood and Black Lace Arte edition. Yeah, I know there's multiple editions of it coming from them on 4K. Hagen, definitely worth it, Chris. It'd be good to import, I think. Oh, yeah. It's a re-release from Arrow. They did the Blu-ray. Chris C, got to go, but we'll watch the replay. See you later, man. Yeah, cool, man. Later on.
Take care, Chris.
Benicio, laughing, Metamucil. Listen, I can make fun of all these motherfuckers for being old because I'm like the oldest one. Like I'm the most like an elderly man. I'm not. These motherfuckers are going out to parties and You're going on vacations and shit. I'm just working all the fucking time. Hondo, it's wait, he gets his dick blown off. No, he did not get his dick blown off. But yeah, that's the whole like they thought that was hilarious that they kept bringing that up. Like, oh, you heard the poor bastard, and he's just like, wait a minute, what did you hear? And he's like, okay, just go with it.
I mean, I'm a fucking old guy, but that movie there, I think, was made for motherfuckers older than me. That movie was made for like my dad. You know, it was more that speed. You know?
If you go to like Hardee's at 5 a.m.
it's made for them people.
And you dine in at Hardee's at 5 a.m. with another group of gentlemen, that's made for you. They would love this. That crowd would love this. If you got a newspaper under your arm and you're going to get Hardee's breakfast, this is.
It ain't just Hardee's. Who the fuck dines in at a fast food joint anymore? I mean, you got to be 80s to do that.
Listen, man, as a weirdo that's up at 5 a.m. and you go to a place like that, there's a section of super cool old dudes with the Velcro shoes that are dining in at the Hardee's, and it's a whole group of guys at 5 a.m. and they drink coffee. They drink coffee for 3-4 hours after that.
I don't own any Velcro shoes, but being 52 years old, I can understand the fascination of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank God for Crocs.
Benicio slap. Yeah. Hit that shit. Andy's Horror More. Harvey Keitel is the man. So pretty please with sugar on top. Clean the
fucking car. Nobody can deliver that line like fucking Harvey Keitel either. You know, the fucking wolf.
Little things with that movie. Everybody's going on about the coffee, and then Keitel gets a cup of coffee, takes a drink out of it. Just like, hey.
It's so fucking great, dude. I love that movie.
You don't have to tell me how good my fucking coffee is.
I've been happy with some freeze dry taste of choice.
You see a sign out there? I'm not going to
move on.
Wild Wranglers, Psycho Air 4K. Is the UK or not? I think it is UK.
Yeah.
But I think there's a reason for that because another leak, Scream Factory is doing 4Ks of it, of 2, 3, and 4. So who fucking knows?
And I'll be getting that motherfucker too.
Yeah, if that's the case, I'd love to see a standalone of 2. Just a real badass standalone of 2, new collector's edition artwork, 4K, Scream Factory. I would be all over that. And I like 3 too. I like 3 as well, but my Scream Factory.
Oh, I love 3. Yeah. Now part 4, if there's a movie that does not need a 4K, it's part 4.
It's almost like a made-for-TV movie.
I think it was.
Oh,
I know it was straight to video. I think it was straight to video back in the day, but
you know,
it definitely feels like a TV movie.
But 2's where it's at, but 3 picks up right where 2 left off. He's full blown crazy again, and you know it's a weird one too. It's a weird.
And Jeff Fahey's fucking great in that dude.
Yeah, Jeff Fahey.
He's perfect for that role.
A nunsploitation type thing, and I like.
You get the sheriff back, which I love that sheriff.
Yeah,
you get the sheriff back. You know.
Yeah, it's really strong sequels. I mean, especially 2 and 3.
The funny thing is, me and my wife just watched all those. Of course, if she put them in the order of Psycho. Number 1, that was her favorite because she's 100 years old, but she likes the first Psycho. Speaking of the goddamn Murder She Wrote, if she had been home today and she would have known there was a Murder She Wrote marathon, she'd have been all about it.
Significantly younger wife.
Yeah, she's 6 years younger than me, but her dad was 93 when he passed away. But she was raised like Little House on the Prairie. But you got the first Psycho, then she likes Psycho 3 better, then she likes Psycho 2, which me and her had a big argument about that. But she likes Psycho 3 better than 2.
Do you understand how much I like that movie, lady? You gotta like it.
So I based the whole life around this. Come on.
Yeah.
So
that's Psycho. It's probably the oldest movie in my collection, Psycho.
And I'm trying to get her on here to go through all the Friday the 13th and rank those. But cool she don't want to get in front of the camera. But I'm trying to get on here with her and go through all the Friday the 13th. Her being a first time watch.
That would be awesome.
So
yeah. Hagen, believe so. Wrangler, yeah. Okay. Caveman movies are more. So you're saying a non-vampire Twilight movie sucks? Okay. I see.
Yeah, Gene Hackman wasn't twinkling or none of that shit.
Gene Hackman's bedridden the whole fucking time. Like you got Gene Hackman upstairs doing nothing, and I don't know. That movie just didn't work for me. Maybe the people like it, man. I don't know. Wild Wrangler, okay. Wild Wrangler, Sheriff with the ice in Psycho 3, yeah.
Oh yeah, and the Norman Bates face when he's eating ice.
Yeah.
Norman Bates kind of does that little smirk he does. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. It's like there's eyeballs in there or something. I can't remember what it was. Or the ice is bloody.
There's a hand. There's
okay.
a hand there, and there's bloody ice, and he's grabbing the bloody ice.
Anthony's Horror More. She better rank Friday the 13th Part 3 #1, or Papa's gonna leave her. Yeah.
Well, the one she hated the worst was Jason Goes to Hell. That was a little rough for her. She liked the Part 1 the best because it was bad special effects. It was very mild. The newer they got, the better the special effects got, the more she had a problem with them. But Jason Goes to Hell, when it first started, and he fucking mowed down the fucking heart. Yeah, she had a tough time with that one.
The goriest Friday the 13th. I mean, it's gotta be.
But I tell you what, Jason X. I don't want to get off on another tangent here, but Jason X. I enjoy the shit out of that movie. I haven't watched Jason X in a hot minute, man. Jason X is good. It's stupid, but it's a good fucking movie. Yeah. I thought it was great.
You can't help but have nostalgia for what you have nostalgia for. But that was a huge deal. It was a huge deal when it came out. I remember being excited to see it, and then like you go to watch it, and it's like, oh man, they kind of went stupid with it, and it worked.
Well, we're trying to explain to somebody that's watching these movies for the first time.
Yeah,
and I'm telling her about the next one. I told her that eventually he goes to space. How the hell does he get to space? And every movie, she's like, is this the one he goes to space? I said, no, that's 10. And so finally, when 10 started, she got to space. I said, there you go. That's how you got to space.
Yeah.
See, it really wasn't that. It was stupid. It wasn't that far fetched. How he got there.
He got frozen for like 1,000 years, and then ended up in space.
Like I said, it worked. When fucking Uber Jason pops out, I get excited every time. It's a bad bitch.
Oh yeah. I like the beginning. I like the whole fucking thing. I know it's got that Sci-Fi Channel quality to it. I get it.
Jason Goes to Manhattan. Just take that bitch out of the whole fucking series.
Oh,
there's like 2 good parts of that movie. Other than that, it's just I didn't care.
Anthony just shed a tear, and if Tommy Starr sees this, he'll break his heart. He loves
the dance floor scene. When the dude gets his head knocked off. When Jason first gets to fucking New York, he looks up and sees the billboard. Past that, it's all pretty much stupid. They pretty much think that we're all fucking idiots. Jason was a normal looking kid. He was an extra on the Brady Bunch. He had a full head of hair. Yeah. He wasn't a mongoloid. Yeah. And toxic waste makes him look normal again. So
that's what's great about these reviews. Like, Tony's always getting on me like, man, just do recorded videos. Your channel will do really well. You'll do way better than these guys, or blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this is way better to me. This is supposed to be a review about the Imprint set. So, Friday the 13th, Jason Goes to Hell. Uber Jason, yeah. Ken Carlson. Love to see Screen Factory put out the first 4 Friday the 13th and 4K hard boxes. You never know.
Yeah.
Never say never, because these things get passed around. Then 5 for 8 the following year, I could see them doing it. Paramount's got them. They've put their releases out. They're going to start shopping them again. People don't realize this. Like, I know Craig is always going on like, oh, so and so's got the license. So and so's got this. Well, they've already put the release out. They've made money. They sold units. They'll start shopping that license again. Paramount, if they're not going to do another release, they'll start shopping it again. Screen Factory it's not, believe me, Screen Factory is the king of re-releases. So if they can re-release those in 4K, they will do it. And they may still have the box set. The reason they may not have done the 4K set is that box set. I got 1 million of those box sets are laying around. You can still get that box set available for well under $100. So they're not going to put out the 4K set until those box sets get diminished, if they still have a license to do the box set, which they very well may. So who knows?
Which pisses me off, because after that Halloween box set was such a rare thing, the day that motherfucker went live, or me and Johnny was chatting back and forth, I was having a fucking fever pitch trying to get that bitch ordered. Like, it was going to be sold out here. It is 2 years later. It's still available for fucking $40 cheaper than what I paid for it, or more.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Anthony's Horror More. I wanted a sequel of Jason X because he crash landed in that lake. Those people are like, hey, I think there's a shooting start. Let's check it out. Yeah, absolutely. A direct sequel could work.
And while I've seen that final scene, and she's like, so they got to set up for another one. I said, don't get excited. There's not another one. They're done.
Yeah.
So,
Craig, Lions, what's up, Craig? You Husky.
What's going on, Craig?
Lionsgate deal with Screen Factory will be epic. Didn't they already get some Lionsgate titles very recently? I don't remember what exactly. Shit, it's all over the place, but I'm pretty sure they and some other companies have got some Lionsgate titles recently. So who knows? We will see what happens. But Lionsgate, honestly, they're becoming a boutique company with those steelbooks. And if I was telling Craig this earlier, if Scream Factory doesn't do the Halloween 4Ks, I would love to see Lionsgate do Halloween 4Ks with the steelbooks and all that shit. You imagine the slips and all that.
Yeah.
Wild Wrangler, there's a comic book to Jason X sequel. Anthony's okay. They're saying what's up to Craig. Craig's talking about his favorite Scream Factory releases he'd like to see, or his Lionsgate releases he'd like to see Scream Factory get. All good ones. Wild Wrangler, I'll have to look into that. Thanks, Wrangler. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do the next three. Number 3, 1990. Well, this is number 4 actually. Number 4, 1993, Flesh and Bone. Dennis Quaid, Meg Ryan, James Caan, and Gwyneth Paltrow is also in this.
Yep.
And I'll read the synopsis here. Fate unites a traveling vending machine stockist, which is Dennis Quaid. He has the vending machines. He goes around and restocks them for the tic-tac-toe playing chicken and condom machines and stuff like that. And a woman running from her broken marriage, offering them a future together, but a figure from the past awakens a memory as deep and dark as a grave, a family history written in cold blood. So In Cold Blood, that's a play on the book and the movie where, the Kansas home where bandits break in and they steal $50 and kill the whole family. This movie opens with a very similar scene where the father and son, Dennis Quaid, and James Caan, and then a young boy playing Dennis Quaid plays later. James Caan uses the boy to get in the house, waits till everybody goes to sleep, and then the boy unlocks the door, lets James Caan in, and James Caan robs the place. Well, the robbery goes wrong. James Caan has to kill the whole family to leave no witnesses. And it basically, Dennis Quaid's kind of a haunted past kind of guy, just trying to spill out his days, just, one day, in the next, so he doesn't have to think about that night. And obviously James Caan comes back in the picture, his father, and he wants to kind of start up the game again. And with Gwyneth Paltrow, who's kind of his new fish that he uses to get in people's homes. And none of it fucking works. Okay. James Caan's great. James Caan's awesome. But Dennis Quaid playing a hillbilly, Meg Ryan playing white trash, Gwyneth Paltrow playing white trash. I mean, come on. I mean, they didn't even bother scuzzing them up at all. They're just like, they're all perfect white teeth, just like they're playing these scumbags. None of it worked for me. But again, it's better than the other three. Alan, what did you think of Flesh and Bone?
Yeah, it was better than I remember it being. I seen it in theaters when it first came out, and I remember I never went back to rewatch it again. Just never bought it, never owned it up until I got this box set. It was okay. Meg Ryan started filming this about a week after she finished Sleepless in Seattle, which I thought was a pretty big fucking turn for her, making a bunch of romantic comedies. And of course, she never was good at stuff like this. I don't think she was made for the Sleepless in Seattle type movies, stuff like that. It was okay. Dennis Quaid, the fucking cast. I mean, I enjoy the cast.
Yeah,
with this cast, this should have been a fucking banger, man. With this fucking cast, this should have been one that everybody's talking about to this day. Nobody talks about this movie. There's a reason why. It's middle of the road for me. It was okay. I put it about where you got it at right here on this list.
Yeah, utterly forgettable for me. Also.
Yeah, it's pretty forgettable. I would probably put Mortal. What's the other one with Bruce Willis? Mortal Thoughts. I would put that one above this one.
Yeah, we're about.
But like I said, it's okay. This cast going into it blind, I would have been excited to see if I'd never seen it.
Yeah,
but I was like, I'm gonna give it another shot. I seen it in theaters. Like I said, it was okay. Nothing.
This was the one that I was the most excited for that I hadn't seen in the set, and the biggest letdown by far. There's just not much to it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of spoiler stuff that I'm leaving out with this review of it. But middle of the road. I mean, this is probably a little better than the others. Maybe a 2 out of 5.
And the killings were kind of based on a true story from back in the 50s, whatever. That was made into another movie, and they kind of redid it for this movie here. But like it was all right.
In Cold Blood is what I believe it was based on.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Was. It's okay. Number 3. This is the or number 5. Number 5. Why do I keep saying number 3? This is the movie that the cover art is based on. It's Rush. From 1991. This is probably the most famous movie in the set.
Yeah, definitely.
2 undercover narcotics officers become lovers and addicts, and they infiltrate a dangerous but intoxicating underbelly of the drug scene in order to bring down a suspected drug lord. Where the fuck does this take place? Florida?
Oh fuck! I don't remember.
I think it's Florida, by the way.
Everybody's dressed.
Everybody's dressed like they're from the Bee Gees. They got fucking long hair and leather jackets, and it just looks like Florida, if I remember correctly. But it could be.
It was filmed in Texas. I don't know where it's based out of, but it was filmed in Texas.
Yeah, it's somewhere southern, but it's it's just basically what it described. They're narcotics officers, and they get hooked on all sorts of drugs, and they're trying to do their job, and they're trying to stay together in between all that. And they're, other than that, I really can't go into anything else other than spoiler that gets into spoiler territory. Has a good ending. I like the ending a lot. The movie's pretty good. This is significantly better than all the other 4.
I thought Greg Allman was an interesting choice of playing the head drug guy, whatever. I mean,
yeah,
he had that creepy look about him. But what an odd choice with this other cast. Sam Elliott, this great cast, whatever. Then you got Greg Allman just kind of thrown in there.
Yeah. What does it say here on the back here? Jason Patric, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Sam Elliott.
William Sadler's in it.
Yeah, Greg Allman, Tony Frank. Yeah, William Sadler. I mean, it's a good cast. It's a good production. It's a good movie. I'm
a fan of it.
There's a reason they put it on the cover. It's a good one. But this is available elsewhere. I believe it's a Kino release. I believe there might be another Blu-ray release. But Alan, where would you put this in the set?
That's my number 1 in the set.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I've
been a fan of that movie for years, and I hadn't seen it in a long time. And I bought the fucking Kino release, and I bought it with a bunch of other Kino releases, and I put it on the shelf. And when I got this set in, I said, fuck, I already own this movie. It's sitting on the shelf for a fucking year, and I still haven't watched it yet, but I've seen it 10 times back in the day. I used to rent it all the time. So yeah, that's definitely my number 1 in that box set.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say it's right up there for me.
Yeah.
The number 1 in the set for me is a movie Alan likes too. 1992, One False Move.
Oh yeah.
There are other releases of this as well. This is a pretty good story. Pretty good. It takes place in Houston, California, Houston, and Arkansas. Town Star, Arkansas, something like that. Real small town.
So. That sounds about right.
Hick fucking nowhere, small ass town, Arkansas. Cast, really good cast in this one. Bill Paxton, Cindy Williams is the love interest, I believe. Not known from anything else. Billy Bob Thornton, Michael Beach is great. Earl Billings, Bill Paxton's awesome in this as Hurricane, as the detective, and Billy Bob Thornton's awesome as the ex-con who's banging this black girl and his partner who they met in prison. They're like in the middle doing this coke deal, and they end up killing a house full of people just to have no witnesses. And then they're on their run back to Houston to sell the dope, and then they got to go to Star, Arkansas to pick up the love interest's daughter. And then they're supposed to go separate ways, and of course, all hell breaks loose. Billy Bob Thornton's a slime ball again, great, but he's not like the ruthless one. His partner's the ruthless one, but
which is kind of weird casting. I thought it should have been the other way around.
Yeah, I would have totally seen Billy Bob Thornton being the real mastermind and evil piece of shit behind it, but he's kind of the hapless. He's willing to do whatever, but he's not like the brains of the operation at all.
Yeah.
But and then Bill Paxton as Hurricane as this like a real like high strung always on the go all motor kind of guy, and he's involved in the case through the love interest, small town sheriff, and it has its moments. It's a good one for sure. I think I gave this a 3 or 3.5, or probably 3 out of 5. Alan, you put this at what 5 out of 6, second from the top?
Yeah, it's gonna be. It'll be second from the top for sure. And it's very close between that and Rush, whatever. But I got a lot of nostalgia for Rush, and I think Rush is a better movie in my opinion. But this one here is neck and neck, whatever. I could argue either one being number one. This is a solid movie. I'm a big Billy Bob Thornton fan, and he does a great job in this. Bill Paxton, of course, is fucking great and everything. Yeah. Any movie's got Bill Paxton, I'm going to watch it, and I'm at least going to check it out.
Yeah,
but this one does not disappoint.
Yeah, 2 ruthless drug dealers commit a brutal mass murder in Los Angeles and are forced to flee the state when Fantasia, their beautiful accomplice, begs to go home to Arkansas. She's unwillingly leads them into the eye of the hurricane, Bill Paxton Hurricane. But yeah, that's what I think the best of the pick of the litter. But overall, man, I think it's a good set, a quality set. This is not going to stay in my collection because I'll never watch any of these again. They're one-time watches for me. If it's not something I'm going to watch ever again, I don't really want to keep it. I think this goes for pretty good money, but I'm going to just try and sell it for what I've got in it. I think I got like $100 in it, but I'm going to get this one sold and do the responsible thing and invest that money right back into.
I have to say it was very enjoyable to sell an Imprint title for a shitload of bootlegs, or trade for a shitload of bootlegs. That was just like a little underhanded joy for me.
Yeah, that's fuck you to them.
Yeah, it is a good set though. If I didn't get if what happened didn't happen, then that would have definitely stayed in my collection. I mean, it's a great set. I think. I do think the second set's better, even though I sold it. You still sealed. I've seen most of those movies in the second set.
Yeah, that's a little teaser for another video. I'm definitely going to review these. Yep. I do think this is the much superior set. Hopefully I can bring Alan back for this. Yep. Hopefully I can get Alan to watch these movies and, maybe we'll do this again.
Yeah, I've seen them all. I definitely will have to rewatch them because I haven't seen them in years, but I've seen them all before.
Yeah. So. I've seen now. I think there's only one I haven't seen in the set, the Crimson Rivers.
Let me see the side of the box again. Refresh my memory here. Seen Blue Steel, seen Internal Affairs. I have not seen Crimson Rivers. I've not seen The Way of the Gun. I've seen The Yards and Art. Okay,
yeah,
so there's 2 that I'd have to watch.
Gotta see Way of the Gun, man. You would like it. All right, let's catch up with the chat and get on out of here. Hollow Notes saying hey to Craig. Anthony's Horror More. Okay, yeah, we're a little bit further back. Anthony's Horror More. Craig, Slippy. Yeah. Ken Carlson still waiting on Lionsgate to release Young Guns 4K.
Yeah, fuck, we did Young Guns 1 and 2.
That sounds like Kino to me. Caveman, who here is disappointed the Arrows revealed Carlito's Way, which is using the same disc, 4K Steelbook, released instead of Color of Money?
No. Yeah, I already got Carlito's Way 4K. Yeah. Give me Color of Money, man.
Disappointed is not the word. That was embarrassing the way they did that with the fucking. I understand the pool table scene. I get that. That was a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Either do it or don't do it. But they knew what they were doing. Nobody thought Carlito's Way a fucking pool table. Come on. King Carlson getting the One False Move 4K, the Criterion in a couple weeks. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's coming to 4K from Criterion.
I might pick that up. I won't mind to put that one back in the collection.
Anyway, it's been about an hour. Did the review, did plenty of bullshitting. It's a school night for Alan, so we're gonna go ahead and hit the end button. Appreciate Alan jumping on. Definitely make sure you're subscribed and you got the notifications on for Alan's channel because on the 8th at 9 p.m. we're doing the top 5 anthology stories stream, and it's going to be a real fun one. We got Ryan, we got Anthony, we got Chuck, Gore Forever. We got me, Alan, potentially Vinicio. That's going to be a good one.
And I just threw this review up on my channel, so you guys can check it out. If you ain't watched it yet, Death Sentence, great movie. Go check out my review of that. I just put that up yesterday.
Great movie, great review, and
a good time with that one.
We hit the button, and we will be back with some more later on.
Bye, everybody.